Well, hello, strangers. This is Jeff of Talfalary Mouse. It's been a couple weeks since I've been able to post a video, and it's all really weather related. It's been raining like crazy here. It rains here, and then it gets foggy for a couple weeks. So it's just horrible conditions to film. And today we finally had a sunny-ish day. So today we were mostly filming some slugs that were sent to us from the country of Wales, and as soon as I edit that, I'll post that. But today we're going to be testing the 9mm interceptors out of a subcompact handgun.
You guys saw the interceptor video. A lot of commenters said down below that they would like to see that shot out of a compact pistol because compact pistols run a slower bullet, and they were thinking maybe the thing won't flare open as much. If you haven't seen the original interceptor video, put this on pause and go over and check it out. But this is the round here. It's an all copper milled or lathed?
Swiss lathe. It's out of precision. It's a lathe that's made
in Switzerland.
That was invented to make watch parts.
Oh, and hot cocoa.
Yeah.
And we've had some commenters say that these little pedals down here are probably too fragile, that they can bend and jam up in the barrel. I'll tell you right now, you couldn't squeeze those things tight with a pair of pliers.
Right.
That is hardened copper. And
because they expand, they think that they bend really easy because they expand so wildly.
I'll tell you, if
it takes thousands of PSI to do that.
Yes. Sometimes more than 1,000.
Yeah.
I tell you, if those things were super soft, if they could bend by just being chambered into a pistol, they would be too soft and they would actually break apart on exit. So
yeah.
What we have today is a Smith & Wesson Shield Plus with a 3.3-inch barrel. This is one of my carry guns. I'm going to run a couple of these rounds through it out of a short barrel to see what we can do in some ballistic gel.
Okay, we've got a flashlight lighting it up. It's getting so dark here.
Very high tech out here. It's
It really is. So drive my truck over there and shine the headlight in there. Okay, you're gonna take 2 shots?
I'll try.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. 2 fast shots.
Woo!
I didn't hit my flashlights.
Woo! I think we're gonna have to call Greg the double tap king from now on. Great shooting on his part. This also gives you a really good idea of how controllable the recoil is with the 9mm interceptor rounds. It appears we got about the same penetration that we did using a 5-inch barrel.
That's some pretty good shooting, Greg.
So we got 2 rounds almost touching here, 2 rapid fire rounds. Yeah, I know. I was kind of surprised that they actually went that close. But if you look in here, I don't know if you can see in there, but
oh, don't worry about it.
We'll have to get a tarp for under our steel. The 2 rounds are right next to each other. They basically expand into each other, making one giant wound channel, and then they diverge right here. And look at that. Those things are...
They're right next to each other, about the same distance, a little, about 8.5 inches.
Yeah.
Now let's address the FBI standards there, Greg.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been busy. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, I don't even look at those. So yeah, FBI standards, 12 to 18 inches. I don't know what came out of my mouth last.
I don't know. 10 to.
You can never believe anything that comes out of my mouth. 8 to 13.
We need to start using scripts, I guess. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna script it out. Once there was a man from Nantucket. But look at those rounds. This was one of the questions that viewers had last time when they were critiquing us, Jeff. Would those things expand out of a short barrel?
Oh, of course.
I think that's the answer right there. They are just as expanded as...
They're like...
Look at that. That's full...
I don't know if the flashlights are helping or hurting.
Hurting, helping?
They're right the same distance, approximately 8.5 inches.
Yeah.
But massive. And I think the point of these is to guarantee you don't have any over penetration. So about 10 inches is what FBI minimum is, right?
12 to 18?
Is it 10 to 18?
12.
I don't know. It's a little short.
They're going to correct you, but yeah, they're a little short for FBI ballistics penetration standards. However, that expansion, like last time, I am just completely impressed. It is consistent. It is exactly uniform every time.
Yeah.
They don't over expand. The pedals don't flare back on themselves. They don't break off.
They might, depending on the density of the material that it hits. If it hit bone or the wet magazines really were pretty abusive too.
Yeah, or if you hit someone in the tooth.
The tooth.
But that, man, that expansion's crazy. And then, I don't know, those 2 things working together to make that wound track right there is nuts.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do a little light show here. If you guys want to stick around, pay a little extra $1. I'm gonna have a little dance, a little bagpipes, and some
There you go.
laser light show. Don't say we never brought you a rave here on Top Later Mouse. Oot, oot. Monkeypox not included.
And when I finally get the video edited in a couple days, this is the slug that came from Wales by a tool and die maker named Kyle. And he calls these things the Mach 71, the homage to the SR-71 intake. Very cool footage, very impressive results. Stay tuned.